Right. Hello, YouTube. Skip the Wolf. And tonight, we're going to be listening to some new music tonight. I thought this would be a good idea for the channel because, it's good to listen to music, on the channel. I thought this would be a good idea. Of course, the two new albums that are coming out tonight are CHEVELLE and Demon Hunter. Demon Hunter, the first one I think I'm going to listen to is the Demon Hunter album because Demon Hunter, Songs of Death and Resurrection, that's not an actual new album. It's more of a acoustic renditions album, kind of like what Breaking Benjamin did with Aurora. And I am a Demon Hunter fan, so I'm speaking about the Demon Hunter albums. Honestly, I think Extremist was their last good album, in my opinion. I know people like the other ones. There's some people that like the other, Outlive, and War and Peace and all that stuff, the double album that they released a couple years ago, but I don't like those. Outlive, I think, is their worst album. I think that album is, not aged very well. It's not the worst thing in the world, but it is kind of the worst thing for Demon Hunter, to be honest. I just think their older music is better, and when I listen to their older stuff, I'm not blown away as much as I used to be. I enjoy Summer of Darkness and stuff like that, Storm the Gates of Hell. I have every Demon Hunter album in my collection since 45 Days, which is a live album, and the Live in Nashville, which is basically what it was packaged with 45 Days, I think. People that actually have 45 Days can confirm that for me, because I don't have that album in my collection. Yeah, but I just think their older music better. I think The World is a Thorn is their most underrated album, in my opinion. It's my favorite from their discography. That's not very popular. I've seen people say that it's one of their weaker albums. But I don't know. I think it's their most aggressive album to date and all that stuff. The World is a Thorn. There's some good stuff on there. I'm just giving you my background with Demon Hunter. I said in a stream that Zach B was doing, on the comments section, that Demon Hunter was one of my first metal bands. Because basically that was the first metal band that I bought a CD from, because back in the day I was, of course, listening to just Christian bands. When I was 14, 13, around there. And I got World is a Thorn shortly after it came out. Of course. So that's cool. And then it took me a while to get all of Demon Hunter's albums, but I finally did get all their albums. I finally did get everything. True Defiance was kind of hard to get. Storm the Gates of Hell, I was trying to look for that album. Back in the day, I couldn't find it. And then, lo and behold, I find it at a store. And now I think True Defiance, if you look at, eBay listings or, Amazon listings, True Defiance goes up for a very ridiculous price. I'm gonna go to the Amazon and confirm that. Okay, so we're going to the Amazon site. I'm doing an Amazon site. The Demon Hunter, the self-title is also going for $29 on here. the triptych, $48.92. Like, strangely, Outlive is going for a cheaper price, which is ridiculous because it's not even one of the best albums. Typically, you would think newer you go, it would be cheaper. It would be like more expensive, maybe. That's kind of what it should be. But you have True Defiance, $902. That is ridiculous. Rules of Thorn also going for $21.99, which, I mean, of course you can go for like all kinds of stuff, but like, come on, $21.99 for Rules of Thorn. I feel so bad for like the newer people that are getting into Demon Hunter because, like, I mean, they're gonna have to pay like a ridiculous amount of money to get Demon Hunter albums on CD. I just think that's ridiculous in my opinion. Like, there's other bands that, like, some bands that I already have the albums for, like some, like, for example, Nonpoint. I'm gonna look at that real quick. Oh, we're talking about Demon Hunter, but Nonpoint. Like, To the Pain. That was the first Nonpoint album that I got on CD. I got it like very reasonably priced, all that stuff. Second Spin and all that. Not Second Spin, Spindle, which is a record store that's near here. Well, I mean, and they're selling copies for like $9. I mean, that's fine. But like, at a point, there was a point in time where it was selling for like $50, and like, that's ridiculous. Like, in my opinion, like, I just don't agree with that in particular. So, and also the self-titled is not available. It's only available for $902, just like the Demon Hunter's True Defiance album. Which, I mean, it's kind of a little. It's way too much. Like, you can't sell something for $900, in my opinion. That's unless it's like this super rare like box set, or unless you get like 500 CDs at like some thrift store or something like that. That's, that's ridiculous in my opinion. Like, Demon Hunter. But anyway, my expectations with this new album, like this acoustic, like, I hope it's better than. I know it's just like renditions of songs and stuff. There's another new song. There's a new song. I think it's called "Praise the Void." I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. I hope that it's at least decent, like better than War and Peace of Age and stuff like I hope it's especially Outlive, because Outlive, is not aged very well. Like, Songs of Death and Resurrection, like, they've already released 3 songs so far. They released "Loneliness," "I Will Fail You," "Dead Flowers." Those are the 3 that they released, and their average track length 5 minutes 30 seconds. I haven't heard the "Loneliness" one. Of course, I'll hear that tonight. So, strangely, they don't have anything from Outlive and War, which, I mean, you could probably tell that Demon Hunter aren't nearly as proud of those albums, even though War and Peace is a double album and all that stuff. Like, whatever. I mean, like, my attitude towards this is I hope that it's better than those 2 albums. I hope we get something unique, which, I mean, it is something that is promised because, of course, acoustic. The production will definitely be better because it's not like artificially produced or anything like that. Like, Outlive, goodness, that album is produced terribly. Like, the production is so thin sounding to me. Same with War and Peace. It just sounds like Extremist. Like, Extremist actually didn't have that bad a production. It wasn't great, but it wasn't like demo sounding, or it wasn't so like, wasn't recorded in a tin can or something like that. Like what War and Peace or War, like that album. Like, there's only like a couple songs that I can say are good on that album. I don't even go to that album that much. I don't even go to Peace that much either, because like, I can't really take the production on it. It's not a great album in my opinion. But I still do like Demon Hunter, and I want something good from them. We haven't got anything good from them in a while. You know, Like the last good album from them, I think, was Extremist. Extremist isn't my favorite Demon Hunter album, but it's still good. They embrace more of like a melodic kind of sound on that one. So there's that. Just checking what time it is. It's almost 9 o'clock. So we are going to get the new songs on Spotify pretty soon. The two new albums. The other new album is Chevelle's Niratias, whatever, how Naratias even. I don't know. I don't know how to pronounce the album title. It's an acronym for Nothing is Real and This is a Simulation. And if you would know, I'm a big Chevelle fan. I am planning to pick up this album at Target. I said on my DeviantArt account I was going to order it on Amazon, but lo and behold, Amazon did not have, or they didn't have it, but like Target said, if you know something, there's going to be like a price cut for an album, that definitely means it's going to be sold there because Target doesn't have the best CD selection. I'll prove that to you right now. I'm going on the Target website. Like you type in Chevelle, like because the North Corridor wasn't available at Target when it came out. I don't think, unless other states, in other Target stores had it. Like not the ones that I've been to or the ones I regularly go to around here. So I'm looking for this album. Yeah, it's regular $11.99, price cut $9.99. So that definitely means it's going to be sold at Target. That's one way you can know if you do shop at Target and like you go in there, like you can, if you see like a price cut, not every time, but like most times, it will definitely be sold there. I think A Day to Remember's album is also being sold there. I mean, we're not covering that album tonight. You're welcome. I know. It also has like a $9.99 price cut from its $11.99 price, so you'll definitely find that inside of a Target. Unless I know when I tried to get Deftones' latest album, they didn't have it like at that time. Like they said, I think Target said they weren't. The dude who I was talking to said that they weren't allowed to sell it yet, which is a stupid thing, I think. But like eventually they had copies, and I went in there the second time to the CD section. They didn't have it. I asked the guy, and then I had to wait around, and then he gave me a copy from the back, and then that's how essentially I got Deftones' Ohms. I did that with other stores I've done that with. I remember when Best Buy was like selling CDs, like at the end of their little CD run. I remember getting of my Siemens Defy and 3 Days Grace's Outsider. And I couldn't find them anywhere in the store. And I finally asked the guy about it, and then he went in and got the album for me, like on both times. I went on release day both times to get it. Like, and that's probably because Best Buy wasn't confident in CDs anymore. And they were about to announce that they were gonna, at that point, like got like their entire, like not their entire, but like 90% of it. Like you still see like the treasure bin stuff, but like good luck finding something that's like for a good deal or something like that. That's kind of what it is. I do wish Best Buy would bring back CDs though. Because like I just wish they would. But anyway, back to Chevelle. I'm excited. These two singles that they released, Self Destructor, Peach, those two that I heard, they're really good. Self Destructor, I think, is very good. Peach has actually grown on me a lot. I like that song. I really like the opening of it, like the main riff. That's good, and then like production is killer. I mean, like the dude that produced the Tool album, Joe Barresi, whatever you say his name. He produced this one. He's produced for Chevelle for the past 4 albums. I don't like it when bands stick with a producer unless it's like some familial connection or something like that. Like, But like it totally works for Chevelle because they have improved with this guy. I mean, La Grolla was pretty good with him. The North Corridor, that's probably my least favorite from Chevelle, honestly, because the replay value isn't there, and there's a couple things that they did that I don't that don't like sit as well with me on the North Corridor. So already, like near Tias, however, you get some good expectations. Like I'm not expecting another Wonder What's Next or anything like that, or this type of thinking even. Wonder What's Next is top 5 favorite albums of all time. Easily top 5. So yeah. Like so you're not gonna get something like that. Something that good. Something that is like basically 10 out of 10 all the way through. I did an Albums of Honor review for it on DeviantArt, and you should go read that if you are interested. That's really good. You should read some of my stuff. Like, my opinions, like, get a good idea of what I think of an album or something like that. Like, so yeah, I'm definitely excited for the new new Chevelle music. I think Near Tias is going to totally. I don't want to set my expectations like to the most highest level possible. I'm not trying to be like that. I'm not trying to be like super enthusiastic, like oh yeah, like back out. Like I've made that mistake before with albums. Like when Northling's Alien came out, I was like super enthusiastic, like oh this is gonna be best album ever, yes. And then I just turned out like it 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 definitely is the best 2019, but best album, like top 10 best album, I'm not sure about that. I still think Mesmer is their better album. I was like that before with a lot of bands, like past. I was kind of like that with Architects' new album too, because like Architects, I was excited for that album, and then it turned out that it was not 10 out of 10, but still very good. Thumbs up for sure. 8 out of 10, definitely pretty good. 8 out of 10 is basically a great score no matter what. Like it is a good album. I recommend if you like that style at least, you should definitely go check it out. Not one of their best, but still pretty good, in my opinion. So I wish I would have done one of these live stream things for the Architects album because I truly think that would be pretty insane to do. Like that would have been a good first start. But we're doing with Chevelle and Demon Hunter tonight, and maybe I might throw in a Day to Remember because that's the big album that everybody's all like. I'm not big into A Day to Remember, honestly. I heard You're Welcome actually might be not that good. So, whatever. If there's something I like about it, there'll probably be something I like about it. But I'm not expecting anything great out of this, like out of A Day to Remember's album. But like there's also like a Kings of Leon album that comes out, but I'm not really into Kings of Leon. So yeah, that's pretty much what I have to say about that. Like Chevelle and Demon Hunter. Those are the two albums. Demon Hunter first, and then Chevelle, because Chevelle's the big album. Unfortunately, I don't know how to put like music, make it so that you all can hear it. Like if there's anybody watching out there, I know my streams don't usually get a lot of views or anything. I don't get a lot of like chat like messages or anything like that on the stream, on any of the streams that I've done the past two. One where I was playing guitar and the one where I was like kind of, you could see what I do on my music listening. Like I usually like to come up here like 1 in the morning, listen to music, and then turn around here and like draw and stuff. That was the first one. That was the testing one that I did. So, yeah, I don't know how to like make it so that like you can play music on it. Like you could play music on the stream. Like so, unfortunately, you're gonna have to deal with not hearing the music. But if you would like to hear these albums, you could definitely do that. You could definitely go on Spotify or whatever and then listen to them, or even do a YouTube review. Like I'm pretty sure there will be reviews for both these albums when they come out. Of course, yeah. So that's pretty much it. Like, And also, I don't want to deal with copyright issues or anything like that. Like, I want to do some fair use stuff. Like, I don't want to like do the fair use anything like deal with copyright like or have my channel be on the verge of being deleted or something like that. Like so I know there's record labels that are very, very strict about that. But I just don't want to deal with that. So I'm just gonna show my reactions to both albums. Now last week on Thursday I did a release radar, checking out my release radar on Spotify. And I think I might have said that I was probably going to do it like every week. I might have said that in the video. I don't remember. I haven't watched it. But it's basically where I check out like what's on my release radar. Because, I usually, my main source of music is Spotify, even though I have a CD collection here. A big CD collection, too. And then I just see what's on the release radar. I listen to the singles first, like whatever singles that are pretty good. So I just decided we're gonna do that on the stream because, like, I'm just gonna read to you some of the songs that I have on my release radar. So let's do that right now. We're gonna do that. All right, release radar. Let's see what we have here. New Three Doors Down. That's interesting. Actually, I think this is like what's like B-side material from The Better Life. I don't know about that one. There's a new Bad Flower song on here. New Being as an Ocean. Being as an Ocean. Catch the Wind. I heard their last album, their Proxy and Animo story, ANIMO. It wasn't that good. Only I like the song Play Pretend. That's pretty good. That's something I think that song I'll probably have to listen to like determine if it's good. Escape the Fate. Guys, I am not looking forward to that new album. That new Escape the Fate album. Not My Problem is garbage. Hot garbage. Like, seriously, do not listen to that song. That's terrible. I heard it on one of Rock's Twitch streams, and I was like, forget about it. Forget about it. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. This new song that they have here is Unbreakable, and I can pretty much know what to expect. It's going to be another generic song. Atreyu, I saw that they had new music come out. Warrior featuring Travis Barker. Travis Barker, of course, of Blink-182. He's been appearing in a lot of stuff lately. What else do we have here? New Evanescence song. I've only heard 2 songs from that. We might do that one on an album stream. I'm not sure. The Bitter Truth. Actually, I think we definitely will. But I definitely am open to that, like listening to that on stream, like that album, because it's kind of an important album. Dream Shade. Dream Shade with Darkest Hour. Darkest Hour is kind of an underrated metalcore band. I don't really know much about them. About Dream Shade, at least. Let me see there. I think it's like a... Yeah, I think it's metalcore because I'm seeing metalcore bands that they're recommending on their fans also like section here, The Unguided and all that stuff. Scar Symmetry. Scar Symmetry is actually melodic death metal, I think. Yeah, they are melodic death metal, so whatever. Let's go back. Oh, Maroon 5. Megan Thee Stallion. Beautiful Miss. Maroon 5. No. Whatever. New Raw. The band Raw, Jezebel. That's the new song that they have. Their last album came out 8 years ago. Critical Mass. And that's a very good album, I think. Awake. That's a great song. It's All Over Now. That's those two songs in particular are really good from that album. So I don't I don't really know what to expect out of that one in particular. Veil of Maya came out. I forgot to mention them last week. They have a new song, Viscera. So before we actually get into Demon Hunter and Chevelle, I would think we can. I was gonna. I'm gonna listen to Being as an Ocean. I think Being as an Ocean. Um, Atreyu and maybe Veil of Maya. I'm not sure. I don't want to waste anybody's time. I'm just gonna listen to the song and see what I think. All right, this one, Atreyu Warrior. I'm gonna listen to Warrior. All right, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. That second verse was very short. I think it's okay so far. I don't. Just marching band, whatever. Right, so that's the song. It's. I don't think I'll ever listen to it again. And not huge on Atreyu. I did get Lead Sails Paper Anchor recently, and that's good. But I know they got a new singer, and the new singer's okay and stuff like that. But this song is kind of just there, kind of whatever. All right, next up we have Being as an Ocean, Catch the Wind. Starting in 3, 2, 1, now. Yeah, that's 5 minutes, 4.5 minutes. It's okay. We're almost at the end. We have a couple seconds left. Also forgot to mention about the new Apocalyptica song. It's on here. White Room. That's being as an ocean song. Catch the wind. It's okay. Kind of more of the same thing that was on their last album. It's not great or anything, but it's not awful either. It's kind of just, again, a song that I just like with the Atreyu song, something I wouldn't really want to come back to with much, you know. I think we can jump to one of the albums that we're going to listen to now. Now, at least I am. Okay, so we're going to be listening to Demon Hunter, Songs of Death and Resurrection. Now, now of course, track listing: My Throat is an Open Grave, Dead Flowers, Heart of a Graveyard, Praise the Void, Blood of the Tears, Loneliness, I Am a Stone, I Will Fail You, Deteriorate, Carry Me Down, The Tide Begin to Rise, and My Heartstrings Come Undone. I'm not going to listen to the stuff that I've already heard before the album, so sorry if you could hear my chair creaking a little bit, but in any event, the songs I heard were I Will Fail You and Dead Flowers, so we're not going to hear those songs. I'm not going to hear them. All right, we're going to listen to the album in 3, 2, 1, go. Here we go. Also, you can like throw out comments or anything, any like questions you want to ask me, like if you want during at any time during this. So here we go. If there's people watching, of course. So really liking the piano so far in this one. Kind of interesting, I guess. No vocals yet. There we go. put opening tracks over. Since we already heard Dead Flowers, probably want to say that one. Well, my opinion, it's good. It's probably the best out of the singles. Before we get to Heart of the Graveyard, very good so far. Let's get to Heart of the Graveyard. Okay. Here we go. If you want to listen to the album yourself, you can do it on Spotify. Like I said, I don't have a way to put the stream and stuff, put music on while I'm streaming, so you can hear it. I don't know how to do that, so you just have to deal with my reaction to it. Here you go. Next track, Praise the Void. New song. Brand new. Sounding very good so far. Right, so that's the. I just got done listening to the new song. Very good. Very good. Next, next song, Blood and Tears, of course, from World is a Thorn. Very good intro. Here we go. Right. Power on Loneliness. Next track. Longest song on here is 6 minutes and 6 seconds. So Probably one of the better tracks on Peace, I think. That and When the Devil Come, which isn't on this album. And maybe more than those two, but yeah, that's it. Loneliness. Female vocals coming in on this track. Background vocals. I think the pacing is very good for a 6 minute track. Doesn't feel like it's going that long. Alright, that's. I think I like that better than the original version, to be honest. Because, alright, here's I Am a Stone. It's a B-side from True Defiance, I think. Let's hear what they have to do. This one. Alright. Alright. Next track is I Will Feel You, and we already heard that one. I already heard that one before release date, so we're gonna jump to Deteriorate, which is from the Triptych. Alright, that's pretty much what it is. Next song, Carry Me Down, from Storm the Gates of Hell. Here we go. Right, next up, Tide Began to Rise. That's the next song from the triptych. Alright, one more song. My Heartstrings Come Undone. Of course, a classic. Alright, and there you go. No, not yet. Sorry about that. Someone was knocking on the door. So, yeah, that's what you just heard. Anyone who's watching. Alright, and that is the entire Songs of Death and Resurrection album. I'll be right back, and we'll be listening to the new CHEVELLE album as soon as I get back. Alright, I'm back. I am back. Alright. And I know I said on DeviantArt that I wasn't gonna say my opinions on albums until I write the review, but for I'm probably gonna write a review for the new Demon Hunter album pretty soon. But as far as my initial reaction, it's definitely a step up from their past work. I mean, that's for certain. But you'll have to know more details about what score it is and all that stuff when I get done with the review for it. So expect that. I could or couldn't I could write the review pretty soon. So yeah, that's Demon Hunter, Songs of Death and Resurrection. Hopefully all you guys enjoy the album very much. Next up, we have my most anticipated album that we're going to be listening to tonight, CHEVELLE. Near whatever. And like I said, since I listened to 2 songs before the album release, I'm not going to listen to those again. I'm going to listen to the other songs on here. There's a couple of interlude tracks. They're interesting. So I'm really excited for this one, guys. Without further ado, let's get started. And we start with a song called... Actually, I should read the track listing. Track 1, Verrucht, whatever. Song 2, So Long, Mother Earth. Number 3, Mars Simula. Track 4, Sleep the Deep. Track 5, of course, Self-Destructor. Track 6, Pistol Star, Gravity Heals. Track 7, Wormhole, VV, with 2 V's at the instead of the letter W, it's Wormhole or whatever. Track 8, Peach, we've already heard that song. Track 9, Test Enough. Track 10, Endlessly, which did get an acoustic version shortly before the album got announced. And Remember When is track 11 that came out shortly before the album. Track 12, Ghost of the Razor, and track 13, Lost in Digital Woods. Those are the tracks. And we're going to start with Verrucht, which is the opening track. Alright. Let's begin. 3, 2, 1. Oh, it's an instrumental. I didn't know that. Maybe I did. Very good. Next up, So on Mother Earth, track 2. Almost. Alright, here we go. Alright. Alright, track 3, Mars Simula is coming up. Track 3 is coming up. Alright. Roots. Let's next up, Sleep Deep. This is the instrumental track, the 1 minute 6 second song. the scene of that. We already heard Self-Destructor, so we'll move to the next track after this. Pistol Star Gravity Hills. That's the name of the song. Let's go. Ooh, this is the interlude track, One Hole. It's going to lead into Peach, which we already heard. So, next track we're going to listen to is Test Test Enough after this. Right now, endlessly, we'll read like 4 tracks into this album. Pacing is very good so far. Doesn't feel like a long sit. I mean, Demon Hunter album felt long, but just good. Fade out on this track is long. Next up is Remember When. We have 3 songs left on this album. Of course, almost at the end here. I might even listen to some singles after this, but like, yeah, Remember When's up next. Track 11. Alright, Ghost and Razor up next. Track 12. Track 12. Alright. Alright, final track, Lost in Digital Woods. This is the last song from the album. We'll see what it sounds like. Okay, it's interesting. Alright, yeah, that's the album. Okay, now, like I said, I'm not gonna reveal my every single opinion that I have, obviously, because like I'd like to save out all my thoughts and stuff for the review, so you can I write reviews on DeviantArt and all that stuff, so you could probably check that out there if you want to sell them. But if you want a spoiler, I do think it is a step up from the North Corridor. I think I'll just give you that much. definitely. Yeah, I'll just say that it's better than North Corridor, pretty much. And that's new Chevelle for you. Well, actually, I just heard it. I just listened to the new Demon Hunter and the new Chevelle. Chevelle, Neuratias, or Neuratias, whatever you choose to pronounce it. Niratias. And Demon Hunter Songs of Death and Resurrection. Now, if any of you want to hear these two albums, you can. Like, tell me your guys' thoughts on the albums. Like, if anyone is watching, of course, I would like to know what you think about them. So, we've been on for 2 minutes 15 seconds, pretty much. No, not 2 minutes. 2 hours and 15 minutes. We've been on for a while. Pretty good. So of course, I might do this every time a big album comes out. Like for example, in 2 weeks, there's a band named Era self-titled album coming out, and the week after that, of course, Evanescence's new album. I might, in April we have Holding Absence, and at the end of the month, Gojira. At the end of April, at least. And I might do some other cool stuff too, just so. Yeah, that's pretty much it. It is currently 11:04 right now, and I hope you enjoyed listening, hearing. Hope you enjoyed me as I reacted to albums, 2 great albums this month. Great albums that came out this weekend. Of course, I haven't heard of Day to Remember's new album yet. I'll save that one for later. I'll seek that out later. And some other stuff too that comes out. Let's take a look at the schedule to see what's coming out. Of course, I'm going off of Wikipedia's page here. Just trying to be as quiet as I can. People in my house are sleeping right now. It's 11 o'clock. Not much. Yep, the Eric album comes out on the 19th. Era, whatever. Evanescence comes out on the 26th. Next month we have some bands for my stuff. Of course, Escape the Fate comes out on April 16th, which I'm not looking forward to that much. Holding Absence's album, The Greatest Mistake of My Life, comes out on the same day. And While She Sleeps comes out with their new album. I'm not huge into While She Sleeps, but maybe I hope I can get into them at some point to really understand what the hype is all about with that band. Of course, Gojira comes out April 30th. Tetrarch, that's a new band, comes out. Unstable. And in June, Mammoth, WVH, Mammoth, Wolfgang Van Halen has his album come out on June 11th. Miles Kennedy has his next solo album come out sometime in May. And there's a band named Vola that I really like that also has an album coming out in May. And there's a lot of very good stuff from high-profile bands coming up. So, will I do a live stream for all of them? I don't know. I don't know about that. Maybe for the biggest releases, and if you really want me to do one for Escape the Fate or something I mean, I'm not playing anything, but I mean, albums like that, I'll probably just listen to on my own time and then do some review on just basically to hate on it or something. I don't know. Same thing with AJR's album, which I know AJR is out of my league. Let me tell you that, but like they are alternatives, so and rock channels cover them and all that stuff. So whatever. All right. So that's pretty much it. Didn't get any real response. I'm kind of new to streaming, and I don't have that many people who would watch it. I mean, I'm assuming some people watch. When I close off here, it tells me like how many people watch the stream and stuff like that. I'm assuming I got some people watch. So hopefully you'll have a good night. I'm going to be doing some stuff. This is Scamp the Wolf, live from my room. Somewhat, I was going to say live from the studio, but it's in the studio, whatever. My little corner here. This is Scamp the Wolf, signing off. Take care.